All right, everyone. This is Darcy Swan, and it is Monday, the third Monday of the month, which is Marketing Monday here at KHI. I want to thank all of you for joining. I know this is an extremely busy time of year for all of you, and I appreciate your time. We should take probably about 30 minutes today because I want to be sensitive to your time, but I also wanted to discuss all the different resources that KHI provides you online. A couple of housekeeping tips as usual. We do have the webinar every third Monday of the month. We go from 12 to 1. Typically they're about a half hour to 45 minutes. So we invite you to grab your lunch and sit back and enjoy the webinar and learn a few things hopefully to help you grow your business. We do have a couple of dates coming up in November the 16th, and then we also have a webinar scheduled right now for the December 21st, and that date may move based off of the holiday, what we have going on, but we'll make sure that we let you know that. So what are we looking at covering today when we talk about resources at your fingertips? And all this information is available out online. Some of you use the KHI agent portal much more aggressively than others. We're constantly updating the site with information, and I felt it would be a good opportunity going into the end of the year and heading into the beginning of the year to share with you all of the information that is available out there to maybe prevent having you have to make a phone call and wait for an answer where a lot of this information is right out online. So we're going to cover carrier information, training, some agents information that you may not know is out there, healthcare reform, the agent programs, the calendar, the news section of the website, contact information, and a couple of things that are going to be coming in the near future. And then we'll be answering questions at the end, so if you've got a question, please plug it in, and I'll make sure that we get to that. So right now, we're going to out here to the website and take a look here at the portal. I just want to make sure we get some people coming on and some people who are, make sure everybody's here. Okay. So we're going to take a look here at the KHI agent portal. This home section here is definitely worth you checking out every time you come into the website. This is where we'll have information on new programs, new content, and we'll link directly to that portion of the website so you can click on the slides and it'll take you right to the information. Also, we'll post things out here such as when the office will be closed over the holidays, things like that. So we encourage you to take a look at what we've got posted out here. This is information here on the new pet insurance that is an opportunity for you. The proactive wellness coaching with the Healthiest You, we had a webinar on them not too long ago, and here's some information just to raise awareness, and then back to our happy birthday postcards, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. Under the carrier section, we've got listed broken down into individual categories for individual, Medicare, group, and other solutions. And if you click it on, you're going to find information relevant to that carrier. So for instance, we're looking at individual here for Coventry, Aetna, and we've got all the different forms that you need. They're listed as to the form number, when they were put out on the website, and a description of what that particular form is, and then you're able to print or download the form. We just recently had a webinar with them, and they provided a sales brochure and a really awesome plan grid showcasing, like here for the state of Iowa, the different counties and the type of network and the type of coverage. So this is wonderful information that could save you, a phone call into the office, or maybe help provide you with some different additional information when you're out talking to your clients. And like I said, we update this information very frequently. So if you're looking for something and it's not there, let us know. Otherwise, as soon as we get information in, Nicole and myself get out there and we update this section of the website pretty quickly. We also have Medicare solutions. So all the information is listed out there underneath the different categories to make it easy for you to find the information, as well as the provider. Same with group solutions, and then our other solutions. We mentioned the pet insurance, so information regarding that, the trifold brochure, why you would need pet insurance, some highlights of the plans. All that information is right out there for you underneath the carrier section of the website. I know I've talked to agents at different events, and they didn't even know all this information was out there, so that's why I wanted to make sure to get in front of you to let you know that. Under resources, we have a very robust section, and we're expanding it all the time. For all of the webinars that we provide, within 24 hours, they are out on our website underneath the resources and training. And we've got it broken down by carriers. If it's a healthcare reform Friday webinar, if it's our Marketing Monday webinar, if it's something that's more motivational or inspirational, from time to time we do those, and then others that kind of don't really fit within maybe some of those categories, or they're more general. We list those out there. And then you're able to go in at any time and be able to watch a webinar, and you also have access to downloading the PDF that was used during the webinar, as well as an audio file. So if you're in your car and you've got, a 40-minute drive and you want to, oh crap, I wanted to get on that webinar on Monday and I wasn't available, you can listen to it in your car as well. And like I said, within 24 hours. And I get quite a few emails from agents asking is this webinar going to be put out online? And the answer is yes. If we have a webinar, it'll be out there online. Sometimes we'll add additional information. Maybe it's some handouts that were referred to in the presentation, or something that they want to make sure that you have access to. We'll also add those to the site. And we'll just kind of take a quick look here. Here's some different ones. These are the healthcare reforms. Again, here's one that has a checklist as well as the audio file. We're just trying to make it easy for you to have access to information to help you be on top of your game so you always know what's going on. We also, underneath resources, have agent information. And this is a great little section. It's got a couple of really nice little perks in here. The Agent Advisory Council is listed out here. And there is our current council. So if you ever have a question or you're looking for some advice, this is a great group of people to reach out to. They're the ones that we meet with, I believe it's quarterly, and we share kind of what we're thinking on things and get their feedback to help us develop better programs. We'd also love to hear from you, so if you've got suggestions and feedback, that would be wonderful as well. But this is a group of individuals who have been around the industry for a while, and who meet with us, like I said, to help us stay on top of our game, to provide you with information that's relevant and to help us stay connected to the agent side. We also, and all their contact information is out there, and if they have a website, it's a great little tool. Licensing information. If you're not really sure what is the URL for the Iowa Insurance Division, or if you need to go print your license or check how many continuing ed credits you have, this is a direct link. You can just plug in your information and it'll pull it right up. So we want to make it easy for you to use our website and have it be robust and full of information to keep you coming back. So those are a couple of great little features. To print your license, you can go in, again, plug in your information, which makes it really nice. And that is listed underneath agent information. We also have incentives that KHI puts out there, as well as our partners. And so we wanted to find a place to be able to put that for you to easily go to and reference. So we have our Refer an Agent program. I don't know how many of you know that we have that program, but if you refer an agent and they come on board and meet all the program criteria, you can receive $500. And so here's some general information on that program that is listed out there. We've got the Wellmark 2015 Promise Award. You can click through and get additional information on that particular program, find out the requirements to participate in all of that. We also have coming up in February 19th is at Glen Oaks Country Club in West Des Moines will be our Partners in Excellence evening. More information will be coming out on that as we're working on that now. So you can go out and check what information. We'll be updating this as we have more come available. And then healthcare reform. This is a really great section to become familiar with. We have a lot of very helpful links out there, so you're able to go out and click on all these different links. You've got an affordability calculator, all of these different types of things. So really a great little resource to have under your fingertips when it comes to healthcare reform. And as we have other information that is relevant, we will get it out there underneath updates, documents, and approved forms and all of that. So those kind of covers the carrier information and the training information and agent information, as well as healthcare. We also have a section called Agent Solutions, and this is full of program information. We've got our Marketing Solutions section, and I want to take a couple of minutes to showcase what we have out here. So we have a section called Campaigns and Templates, and we're going to be expanding this section as we go forward. Right now, we offer some letters for open enrollment for under age 65, and I'm just going to pull this up, and let's see here. We have letter templates in there that allow you to plug in the date and your name, and they're kind of a standardized letter, so you don't have to put the thought into what should I say, do I have all the information correct. It's already taken care of for you there. We also have information under Medicare. We have a generic letter template for the prescription drug plans. We have the prescription listing. We have a Turning 65 generic letter template, as well as some well-marked postcard and letter templates, and a preferred pricing letter template. Again, you just plug in your information in the sections that are indicated in red, and then you're able to print it off and go. We just launched the Happy Birthday Postcard Template program. And I'm really excited about this because we got some feedback from agents that they were looking for this. And as we know that you're finding it valuable, we'll develop more types of marketing communications along this line. But this postcard is to be sent out to those that are turning 65. And it's an awesome little postcard that can be printed via Vistaprint online, or you can take it into a local printer and provide them the PDF. And they're able then to go in and put in your contact information, as you can see here, and add a photo. The information here is standard. So let's just open up this real quick. So here's one of the options of the postcard. We have two varieties. And like I said, as we receive feedback that this is something you want more of, we'll definitely go in and create more types of, short postcard kind of things where you can easily go in and print them yourself, or have a local printer do that. So we want to make it easy for you. So here's the front of one of the postcards, just very simple, that says Happy Birthday. And then the back side has this content here, and then allows you to add your photo and your agent information here. And then you can utilize this panel for the address to go into. If you go out on Vistaprint, we've given you a direct link here to do that, and we've also given you step-by-step instructions on how you can go out and order this through Vistaprint if you choose to do that. So really great step-by-step with pictures. So you just follow the instructions and you're able to do yourself, or if you have someone in your office who's kind of handy on the computer, this would be a great project for them. And I would, order them blank and then get them in the office, and then you can handwrite the address on them and send them out, which gives it a nice little personal touch. And that, if you remember, when you first came onto the website, was one of the main header slides, and that's on there just to showcase that this is a brand new program that we have to offer. And if you would have clicked it, it would have brought you right to this page. Other information that we have out there, then we've got some group information. Again, it's just a Word document that you're able to go in and change the information that's highlighted in red to your specific information. And as I mentioned, we're going to be adding more content here. One of the things that we have coming up is we're going to be working with our carrier partners and getting marketing materials from them, brochures, postcards, letter templates, additional information, posters, things like that, and put them out here so you can do the same thing that I just showed you how to do with the postcard. We'll make it really easy for you to go in and put your agent information on those materials and be able to then print them and utilize them for your marketing materials. And we're in the process right now of gathering that content from our carrier partners, and we'll be sharing more information with you on that very soon. A couple of the programs that we've had before, Wellness Solutions. This program is really focused on reducing health risks by getting employers to get their employees to increase their fitness activity, improve their diet, and promote a healthy lifestyle, because we know if our employees are healthy, they're going to do better in the office. So this is an awesome program that you can implement in your own office, as well as an added resource for your clients if they're interested. And Lynn Schrader actually is the main contact for this program if you're interested in learning more. That you can go out to the website, read about it, and then reach out to Lynn if you've got more questions. We've got the HR Solutions. It's an HR library that's full of healthcare reform updates, as well as things on human resources compliance, COBRA, all that kind of stuff. And again, it's based off through our website, and it allows you to have more resources at your fingertips to allow you to work with your clients and be more than just a one-stop shop, that you can actually have what we call added value into working with them. And then a program that we've mentioned briefly before, it's a Funeral Advocacy Solutions program. And basically, this program is just another tool in your toolbox to be working with your clients. It's a way that your client can go in and basically pre-plan their funeral, share what they're interested in doing in their budget, and this person, kind of like a party planner, goes out and comes back with the options and takes care of all the details. It's a pretty interesting concept. It's something relatively new, but it's growing in popularity, but definitely worth taking a look at. Again, probably not your primary focus of going in to talk to somebody, but it's a great added value. And again, KHI has provided that additional resource for you. I'm not sure how many of you check your inboxes every day, but sometimes you'll see you get hit with a couple of different emails, and then it's always hard to go back maybe and find the one that's specific to what you were looking for. Like, oh, I know that there's a United Healthcare webinar coming up at KHI, and I can't remember. I can't find it in my inbox. Anytime you receive email from KHI when it's regarding upcoming webinars or programs or deadlines, presentations, anything like that, we put them out here under the news section. So you should always be able to go out and find exactly what you're looking for. We've got our November Healthcare Reform webinar information here. You can click on and get all the details that you need, even a handy little link to go and register for the webinar. And this is a really great section that I'm not sure gets used as much because I'm not sure everybody knows what's in here, but it's full of wonderful information. We've got a United Healthcare webinar coming up on this Thursday, I believe it is, on the 22nd, from 9 until 10. And here are all the things that will be covered. We provide you with a link to go register for the webinar. And if you want to print this off, you can just click on this link here and be able to print off a PDF. So a great section to know a little bit more about what's going on and to help you be able to find things a little bit more quickly, because I'm sure your inboxes are about as crazy full as ours are this time of year. We also have our handy dandy calendar, and this shows you all of the deadlines, what we've got coming up as far as education, all different sorts of information. So in a real quick glance, you can take a look and you can see that the 15th of October was a group deadline for Wellmark. Tons of different pieces here. We also had a Coventry 1 webinar. If you click it on, it should give you an event link. Yep, this already happened because it was on the 15th, but you can link right to the event, which would take you to be able to go register if it's something that needs a registration. So it's a good, real quick glance. If you're going to use, I can't remember what the deadline was for X, Y, and Z, you can go out there. We also list when we've got commissions that will be coming due to help you be able to look at that. We've got our Wellmark New Agent Training in Sioux City coming up, so you can easily go on. There's all the information that you need, a map to get you to the location, and an event link that can take you right out so that you can log in and get registered for that event as well. So a couple of cool little features with the website or with the calendar that I'm not sure some of you may have noticed. We also have our contact us section, and this is a really good section to get to know. A lot of you that call in frequently have your main go-to people, and you know, you've got their numbers memorized, especially now that we have the direct lines. But we're adding staff, and we sometimes from time to time move people around in different positions, and so the Art Team tag is a great place to go. This shows you photographs of who you're talking to, so if you're relatively new and you haven't had the opportunity to meet our staff face-to-face, this will show you who they are. It also gives you the direct information, their extension, their direct line. If you click on, it will take you directly to a email, and you're able to go in and email that person directly, which is kind of a really nice little feature. Go back to where we were here. Whoops. So this page is an awesome page for having that updated contact information. You can also download a PDF of the staff directory, and this is always kept up to date, so whenever there's a change made, this page is updated immediately. Also, we've come out with the dedicated service emails, and we've sent some information out on that, but we've got all 4 of those listed here so that you can easily go in and click on and be able to pop up your email window and get an email fired off to that particular group that handles, whether it's individual or group, or maybe it's a commissions question or a group quote. You're able to email that group and get extra fast service on having your questions answered, because it kind of gets expedited to that team, and whoever's first available will hop out there and get you what you need. So those are just a couple of the things that we have going on with our website, and I hope that you found it valuable, because we have a lot of information, and we're always working to make the agent portal as robust as we possibly can. So as we are moving forward, as you have information that you are looking for or that you would like to have out here, like I mentioned earlier, we have the Turning 65 postcards. That would be, you know, something that if you're like, hey, we just like a generic happy birthday postcard, or we would like something about open enrollment deadlines, or what have you, let me know, and then we can get working on developing those materials. As I mentioned as well, we're going to be working with our carrier partners to bring on more marketing materials for you regarding their products. We're going to be expanding the template section, And then one thing I wanted to note, and you'll have more information on this coming out here later this week, is there's going to be some changes to the security on the website, and that will allow us to be able to provide you with more detailed information that's specific to what your contract with KHI is about. And there'll be, like I said, more information coming out on that later this week, and with when that's going to happen and all of that. But that is a change that will be coming as well. Trying to see if I had anything else that we needed to look at. I think that might be it. So I'm going to open up the floor to see if you have any specific questions. And if you do, go ahead and fire it over so that I can address it. So something maybe that I didn't go over that you want to know if it's out there, or suggestions on things that you would like to see. If you want to go ahead and raise your hand or add the question. And as you're out there on the site and you're looking at things and something pops up into your head, feel free to reach out to me. My contact information is on this slide here. You can call me at my direct line, or you can email me at marketing@khisolutions.com. Thank you, Paul. I'm glad you found it valuable. I appreciate you taking the time to join us today. Does anybody else have questions or comments? All right, I told you I was going to be respectful of your time, and I was going to only take about a half hour today. Again, just a quick overview, because as I'm out there talking to agents, I'm finding that some of you may not know what's out there. So I really appreciate your time. Thank you, Donna, for your nice compliment there, too. I'm glad to see that I shared some things that maybe you didn't know were out there on the website. So keep checking back and check that main screen too when you come into the agent portal, because as we develop new materials and have new things out there, we'll showcase it there so you can make sure that you don't miss it. And then we'll direct link from that slide to where that information is. All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us today. I greatly appreciate your time. I wish you all the best during this crazy time of the year. I know we've got a lot of fun things going on, and I will let you get back to doing what you guys do so well, representing your agency and KHI. So thank you much, and have a great rest of the day.